The summer of 1977 is famously remembered for the Summer of Sam, when serial killer David Berkowitz gripped New York City in fear. However, New Yorkers were actually facing several threats that summer. While a gunman terrorized the boroughs at night, a Marxist-Leninist clandestine organization was simultaneously conducting a coordinated campaign of political terrorism. The FALN, which stands for Fuerzas Armadas, Armed Forces de Liberación Nacional, of National Liberation. The FALN was a radical militant Puerto Rican nationalist group active primarily from 1974 into the early 1980s. Their primary goal was to force the total independence of Puerto Rico from the United States through asymmetric warfare. Rather than fighting in Puerto Rico, they brought their campaign directly to major U.S. mainland cities, specifically New York and Chicago, targeting corporate headquarters, government buildings, and financial institutions. They are most infamous for the 1975 Francis Tavern bombing in Lower Manhattan, which killed 4 people and injured over 50. While Berkowitz's random shootings targeted young couples, the FALN's targets were structural, symbolic, and economic. Their actions significantly amplified the claustrophobic panic of New York City in 1977. The early 1977 bombings. In February 1977, right in the middle of the Son of Sam hunting timeline, the FALN detonated bombs at the Gulf and Western Building, Columbus Circle, and the Chrysler Building. The blast shattered windows for blocks and severely injured a taxi driver, reminding the city that death could come from a hidden briefcase just as easily as a .44 caliber revolver. The August 1977 offenses. Just as the hunt for the Son of Sam was reaching a fever pitch, the FALN launched a massive wave of coordinated attacks. On August 3, 1977, just 3 days after Berkowitz's final shooting and exactly 1 week before his arrest, the FALN planted bombs across Manhattan. One bomb killed a young man at a Mobil oil office, and another forced the evacuation of 100,000 workers from the World Trade Center and the Empire State Building. The parallel terror. The overlap of the Son of Sam and the FALN created an almost unbearable psychological atmosphere for New Yorkers in 1977. Berkowitz made the public terrified of the night, dark streets, and quiet parks. The FALN made the public terrified of the day, commuting to work and walking into corporate office buildings. The NYPD was spread incredibly thin, running massive task forces to track down an elusive serial killer while simultaneously responding to bomb threats at major landmarks from a completely unrelated, highly organized political faction. By the end of August 1977, Berkowitz was finally behind bars, but it took the FBI until 1980 to successfully track down and arrest the core leadership of the FALN. The psychological dual front is well documented in historical retrospectives of New York City's mid-70s crisis, illustrating how the city was caught between the random terror of an individual serial killer and the calculated terror of an extremist political group.